Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that everything in your life, your income, your success, your opportunities, is nothing more than a reflection of the way you think. That if you change your thinking, your whole life will start to change with it. That's exactly what Napoleon Hill discovered. A man who spent 20 years meeting the most successful people of his time: Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, Theodore Roosevelt. And with every interview, Hill noticed something unusual. Successful people aren't always smarter than everyone else. They just think differently. Think and Grow Rich isn't a book about money. It's a book about the mindset that creates money. And today, I'm taking you on a journey to understand that mindset. A journey that, if you take seriously, might change your life forever. Ready? Let's begin. Chapter 1. Desire. Every journey starts with fire. Hill says every achievement, every fortune, begins with a burning desire. Let me ask you something. What's the one goal you dream about, but never wrote down? The one idea that lives in your head while your feet walk in a different direction? The most successful people Hill studied had one shared trait: a powerful, definite desire to succeed. Not a wish, not a dream, a decision. Hill tells the story of a young boy who was rejected dozens of times but kept going back to the same company every single day until they finally made him a partner. His secret? Not luck, not talent, desire. Desire is the spark that ignites the engine of success. Ask yourself, what is the one thing that, if I achieved it, would transform my entire life? Write it down. That's where your journey begins. Chapter 2. Faith. Believe before you see. Faith, in Hill's book, isn't religious. It's mental, psychological. It's the inner certainty that your goal will become real, even when your current reality doesn't match it. Henry Ford started with nothing, but he had faith so strong that people called him unrealistic. But faith is the force that turns desire into action. Here's the hard truth. Most people want to see results before they believe. Hill says the opposite. Believe first, and the results will follow. If you don't truly believe in your goal, you will never fight hard enough to reach it. Faith isn't optional. It's the foundation. Chapter 3. Autosuggestion. Reprogram your mind. Think about the words you tell yourself every day. I'm not good enough. I don't have money. Life is difficult. Success is for other people. Do these sound familiar? Hill discovered something important. Your subconscious mind follows whatever you repeat to it. If you feed it negativity, your life becomes negative. If you feed it confidence, purpose, vision, your life begins to rise. That's why the most successful people read their goals every single morning and every single night. Not because it's motivational, but because repetition rewires the brain. Try repeating your goals out loud every day for a week. You'll feel the shift. Chapter 4. Specialized knowledge. Learn what actually matters. Hill makes a bold statement. Schools do not create millionaires, they create employees. The people he studied didn't know everything. They only knew the things that mattered to their goals. Success requires check specialized knowledge, check mark applied knowledge, and a plan to use it. You don't need to know everything. You only need to learn what moves you toward your goal. Chapter 5. Imagination, the workshop of the mind. When most people hear the word imagination, they think of children. But Hill says imagination is the factory of success. Every company, every invention, every fortune began as a mental picture in someone's mind. Hill describes two types of imagination: synthetic imagination, rearranging old ideas; creative imagination, producing new ones. Most successful people use the first one. They didn't invent completely new things. They improved what already existed. Ford didn't invent the car. He imagined a new system to build it faster. Your imagination is the bridge between desire and reality. Chapter 6. Organized planning. Turning dreams into action. This chapter separates dreamers from achievers. Hill discovered that successful people don't just dream, they plan. They create written plans, step-by-step strategies, teams to help them, deadlines, and continuous adjustments. The plan doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the plan. Chapter 7. The mastermind. Power in numbers. One mind is limited. Two minds create power. A group of minds moving in harmony creates magic. Hill introduces the concept of the mastermind group, a team of people who support, challenge, and empower each other. According to Hill, no individual has ever built a great fortune alone. Your network shapes your success. Choose your circle wisely. Chapter 8. Decision. Successful people decide fast. In Hill's 20-year research, he found a huge difference between the successful and the unsuccessful. Successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Unsuccessful people take forever to decide and change their minds instantly. Why? Because the biggest enemy of decision-making is fear, especially fear of criticism. Every time you delay a decision, you delay your success. Chapter 9. Persistence, the most underrated superpower. Persistence is the glue that holds all the other principles together. Hill proves that most people give up 3 feet from gold. He tells the famous story of a man who spent months digging for gold, then quit. Another man bought the land, dug 90 centimeters more, and found one of the richest gold mines in America. The difference between success and failure is often one extra step. Persistence is not a talent, it's a habit. Chapter 10. Mastering the Subconscious Mind. Your subconscious is always working, day and night, whether you're using it or letting it use you. Hill says the subconscious is the middleman between your desires, your faith, your actions, your results. What you feed it, it multiplies. If you want a different life, you must give your subconscious different instructions. Chapter 11. The Brain, a broadcasting station for thoughts. Hill describes the brain as a transmitter and receiver of thought frequencies. Positive thoughts attract positive ideas. Negative thoughts attract negative people and negative results. Your mind is like a radio. It tunes into whatever station you set it to. Set it to growth, confidence, and purpose. And that's what you'll receive back. Chapter 12. The Sixth Sense, the door to infinite intelligence. This is the final step. The step Hill calls the Temple of Wisdom. The sixth sense is your intuition. The sudden insights, the powerful ideas that come out of nowhere. The feeling that guides you without explanation. Hill says the sixth sense becomes stronger only when you master the previous principles. It's the reward for disciplined thinking. Chapter 13. The Six Ghosts of Fear. Before ending the book, Hill warns of 6 fears that destroy people's dreams. Fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of illness, fear of losing love, fear of aging, fear of death, but the 2 most dangerous, fear of criticism and fear of failure. Most people aren't defeated by circumstances. They're defeated by fear. Recognize your fears and you take away their power. Conclusion. The truth behind success. Think and Grow Rich isn't a motivational book. It's a blueprint, a formula, a system for transforming thoughts into reality. Here's Hill's formula summarized. A burning desire, unshakable faith, auto-suggestion, specialized knowledge, imagination, organized planning, decisive action, persistence, a supportive mastermind, control of the subconscious, equals success, not someday, not eventually, but inevitably. Now let me ask you, which principle will you start applying today? Because Hill ends the book with a truth many ignore. It's not the knowing that matters, it's the doing. And the best day to start? Today, not tomorrow.